Judgment here. What you are seeing here is arguably my last ever Hellfire torch run in the old expansion version of the game before Reign of the Warlock came into action. This is Lupin the Fury Druid, and I thought I'd put this video up because I've been trying to keep track of the results. With the introduction of Reign of the Warlock, there are now 8 classes instead of 7. I have moved Smiple the Smiter into Reign of the Warlock to run 4 torches there. They were by and large quite poor, with the exception of the very last one, which turned out to be my second ever 2020 torch, and it was for Amazon. In the future, I'll continue to keep track of how many torches I have found of each class, but naturally I'm now hoping to get some Warlock torches. I have enough torches stored aside in the expansion game to equip a few characters in Reign of the Warlock by transferring them across. Generally speaking, I'm not trying to move my characters from expansion game to Reign of the Warlock because I can't reverse that, and there are still things I'd like to achieve in the expansion game, and one of those is for Gerald D, the Summoning Druid, to hit level 99, and he's currently somewhere between 97 and 98. Here is the results spreadsheet I keep within LibreOffice for the Hellfire torch runs. I have normally used Smiters, both Pious and then later on Smiple, but at run 222 I changed to Lupin the Fury Druid. I'll just mention the overall results. Out of 252 runs, we are expecting 36 torches for each class, and here are the results that you would expect from normal probability. You can see that 36 is the most likely result, but not all that much more likely than either 35 or 37. So I've counted them all, and the first thing that jumps out here is the astonishing number of barbarian torches. I've extended the spreadsheet down to that level, and the chances there are well less than 1%. In fact, it's about 0.35 of 1% of getting 50 barbarian torches in 252 runs. So you can see we're expecting 36, and that's what we got for Sorceress. Amazon a little less, Assassin a little more, Druid about dead on, but we have clearly been well down on Necromance and Paladin torches. And if we go to those 2 probabilities, the chance of getting 28 torches is still only about 2.5%. Yet somehow or other we've managed this astonishing number of barbarian torches well against the probabilities. Over here is where I counted them. I also averaged out the attributes and the resistances. Between 10 and 20 you're expecting an average of 15, and we are a little bit short of that. When I started running Lupin, we had a couple of deaths here, but that was until I started adding in a lot of extra lightning charms. I play with a high emphasis on trying to keep the mercenary alive, and you'll notice here the last few the merc has survived, and that was because I gave him treachery for both Lupin and Smiple, though I still had to feed him a lot of potions, but at least it shows that it's possible. If you're wondering why we stop at 253 here for expansion version Hellfire torch runs, here I actually exited the game without collecting the torch. Not my smartest move, so that one will have to remain forever unknown. From now on, I'll probably reset the count at run 254, and I will just count that as run number 1 when I come to recalculate statistics in Reign of the Warlock. I'm still working on the build video for Fetid at level 99, and I hopefully will have that finished within the next few weeks.